Every year, millions of people walk hundreds of kilometers along the dusty rural roads of Maharashtra, India, a massive migration with a shared rhythm. Historically, the society they live in was built on strict dividing lines. For centuries, the caste system separated communities into rigid hierarchies, enforcing boundaries around ritual purity, diet, and birth. But look at this photograph of the march. The usual boundaries vanish. You have millionaires and subsistence farmers eating side by side, sharing the exact same sleeping spaces, and moving forward as a single organism. There are no priests here mediating the experience. 7 centuries ago, this environment of radical, sustained equality was effectively engineered from the ground up. The source of this behavior is found at the end of the road, in the oddly casual posture of the deity they're walking to meet. The ideology of this pilgrimage goes back to a figure named Pundalik. According to the legend, Pundalik realized that faithfully serving his aging parents was a higher spiritual act than performing standard religious rituals. The story says that Lord Krishna himself came to visit Pundalik. Because Pundalik was busy nursing his parents, he couldn't stop. He tossed a brick outside for the deity to stand on, asking the creator of the universe to wait until his human duties were finished. Here in this image of the deity, known locally as Lord Vital, you can see that moment physically preserved in stone. The statue stands firmly on a small brick, holding a patient, upright posture with hands resting easily on his hips. That image of a god waiting on a brick set the tradition's core rule: selfless human compassion outranks religious ceremony. In the 13th century, a group of poets and saints, like Dyaneshwar and Tukaram, built a social movement that rejected the idea that spiritual worth was determined by birth. They promoted satsang, the company of the holy. By sharing the physical hardships of the road, pilgrims strip away their individual titles and the comforts of their material wealth. In this image, pilgrims are singing abhangas. Instead of using elite Sanskrit, the saints wrote in the language of the people so that everyone could join the chorus. Looking at this aerial view, the palki, or palanquin, acts as a shared gravitational center. The entire crowd orbits and moves with this one anchor, keeping millions of people physically and socially aligned. Reaching the divine requires the pilgrim to practice total social equality while they are on the road. The journey climaxes here at the Chandrabhaga River in Pandhapur. Millions arrive to bathe and cross the arched stone bridge to meet Lord Vital. While inclusive, research suggests the pilgrimage doesn't instantly dissolve outside socioeconomic issues. Strict hierarchies still exist. But as highlighted, it creates a Varkari public, a temporary suspension of rules where immense diversity and deep commonality coexist. This annual migration demonstrates that unity doesn't require people to be identical. It simply requires a shared, accessible focus. The Warkari tradition has survived 7 centuries because it transformed the divine into a peer. Reaching the destination is only possible if the person walking next to you is treated with absolute, radical dignity.